and welcome. It's time for another Shatterpoint Battle Report, and this time we're trying out the new mission First Contact, which was spoiled with all of the cards this week. And so they've already got it up in Tabletop Simulator, and so they're going to have the missions are going to have clever ploys, which when a player reveals the Shatterpoint and basically chooses to use it, then both players are going to pick one of the clever ploys from that card. Starts with the active player, and we'll get to the struggle 2 and 3 stuff once we get going here. So let's flip the first one. It is the X. So that'll be these points active, which are all covered, so not having to dive into the further points. But from my deployment video, I do have things kind of set up so that a dash is all these characters would need. Well, especially the side with the Ingress point, but even Savage only needs one dash to get into contesting range of that. Same with Death Trooper, Dark Trooper, Stormtrooper, Sergeant. They all just need a dash. So that's how I would plan to cover that point, because it's 2/3 of the time instead of just 1 in 3 chance. Dooku Talzin got the priority roll. They're bringing 7 force. Moff Thrawn will be bringing 5. And yeah, let's see how this goes with these two teams. And we're getting a turn 1 Shatterpoint for the Dooku Talzin side of things. What are we going to be giving here? So we can give a dash to someone and not activate them. You can put someone in reserve. Refreshing 2 force isn't going to help much right now, of course. I think what we might want to do actually is give Talzin the dash to get her a little more into the board, because it's going to help us for later. She does struggle with mobility a bit, so let's give her the dash. Oops, you still got deployment on. There we go. And the other side, same thing. They will also get a dash. Yeah, we'll start by just kind of moving our slow stuff. Alright. So that's a clever ploy, and we will go with the Dooku move. So we will have him and the Magna Guard dash. And make sure he's within 1. Yep. Okay. And I wonder if the climb is actually going to get him further here. Is it good? Or maybe I take cover first and then climb. That would get us more up here. Or that's a possibility. Or we just advance over to that ingress point, then we're all the way up here. That's a good idea. Alright. So we'll place ourselves as annoyingly as possible. Make it difficult to we're going to body block that ladder. Magniguard is going to also get an advance further. And Dooku is going to take a hunker just to be even more of a pain. We are going to be probably getting shot at. So we could sit. I mean, I like turning the crits off, but you could sit in Force Mastery knowing that he's going to come up again and give him the better range defense. So I think we'll go with that. And that'll be Dooku. They'll get, I guess they're red technically. They're controlling 3. Thrawn controlling 2. Passed over. And we get Gideon. Okay. Yeah, I shuffled. Okay. Okay. So Gideon. Thing is, he can pull the same move, but and he's a tiebreaker. Problem is that he needs to shove Dooku out of the way. In order to get himself up there. And one shove isn't going to get Dooku off. But if we shove him back, we could get 2 people up there. So let's do a dash for himself. And the Dark Trooper, I gotta keep him a little bit out of the way so that we can, oh, that's the thing, is you would need to do a take cover action, I think, to get there is the problem. And yeah, the shot isn't gonna work either. Started the move, so we better go with it, I guess. Have him move, and he will be contesting. So if I can shove him off, which might be wishful thinking, but if I can shove him off, then I can load the Empire, the Dark Trooper up there, I think. And then if it's tied, he's contesting and we'll flip it. I'm gonna have to go with that, see what happens. So that'll be 7. And I think Dooku, yeah, Dooku is going to be rolling 8 dice. So let's see what Moff can do. Oh, and and cover from the Magniguard that is within 2. Yeah. So that's another one. But it's a fail. Okay. 4 blocks. 5 blocks. So definitely no hits getting through. Got a crit. And we're getting 2 crits. So that'll be 3. 3 and pin. So that is good. Pin. Duke doesn't like that. 3 damage. And we can get the shoves off. Shove him to the edge. And he will follow. We don't want to body block the ladder. But if he kind of goes that way. Oops. And then another shove. And then we're already against the ladder, so then we will long the Vampire, which will do 2 damage to the Dark Troopers, but we can get one up there. Then that makes it a 3-point turn for us, at least. Luckily, we don't actually want to body block this ladder. Probably want to body block the other, that ladder. So, sit him there. And we will get our 3, luckily. So, worked out in the end. Yeah, there were no hits to turn 2 fails, because there was only crits getting through. So maybe it would have been better to be on the other side to get the crit mitigation, but there's only 1 expertise, so. Okay. Back to Dooku Talzin. And we're getting the Magna Guard, so Magna Guard, he could definitely try to, well, now Moff is actually preventing the Dark Trooper from being shoved off easily. So, and this one's way over here. Cost 2 force, but I might want to reserve them. This guy's not gonna be anywhere close to anything, really. Yeah, I think we pay 2 for the reserve. Let's see who's next. It's Dooku, so give Separatist. Oops. She's not Separatist. So basically the Magna Guard A dash. So we could body block that ladder, which does make it so that we really can't shove the Dark Trooper off, but it's going to be hard to steal. So he gets a dash, which would take him to the ladder, but well, yeah, maybe I back that up. He was H. Okay, so oh, Dooku's pin though. Right, so that's gonna get rid of the pin. Occurred. Right, so, but I could still just move there. Now let's move Magna Guard up. That. Well, the problem is, yeah, because of that pin, he can't really go for a back point, so we're gonna have to stick to just solidifying that one. So he's gonna climb. Up here. And we'll flip to Makashi so that we are throwing 7 dice into the Dark Troopers. 5. Oops. So 1 block, or 2 blocks total crit to hit. So blocking those 2, so basically 2 getting through for damage and a shove, or 2 reposition. Oh yeah, this guy's during the move action he was supposed to move, so he can actually go over there. That's interesting. They don't have a ton of self-movement, is the problem. So yeah, it will be abandoning this point, but get to the Ingress point, move them up the board, and I think we will sit them this way, because we could have Kraken go give them a dash, and then there's a possibility of contesting that point late in the struggle. And that was towards ish. Yeah, that would have been fine. Okay. Yeah, so 3 damage, either reposition or that protection. No, so that's down to 2. Or shove, which the shove doesn't really. I mean, I could get him to the edge. But does that help? Does the reposition help? Also, not really. Maybe shoving it to the edge will help later. Just gonna bump into the wall here. And yeah, that'll take that point. Dooku, score 3, momentum each. Oops, what's that happening? There we go. And so it's back to Thrawn. And Thrawn is next. Attempting to reserve, to give him the reserve reposition. But 5th brother is the more likely one to be able to steal that point. I do kind of like having him 5th brother here, but this first struggle is going to be bit of a battle or struggle. Yeah, again, we're in a situation where, especially now that Dooku's gone, again, if we get him shoved off, then Gideon will tiebreak it. But so try to shove the Magna Guard off. Yeah, I think we just go with Thrawn anyway. Of course he's there. So we could do the no, we're not contesting. Okay. Range, do his reposition, and he's contesting active objectives. He gets 3 extra dice. We're gonna want, well, yeah, that's true. If we, well, the thing is, if we use this side, the dash comes before the shove, unfortunately. On this side, the shove comes first, and then a reposition. Yeah, let's go this way. So we'll throw 8 dice. Into 5. Decent roll on throw on side. So that'll get us crit hits, so 3 and 5. We get 2 blocks, so 4. So 4 getting through. So that will work. We go 4 damage, strain, expose, shove, shove him to the edge. And we reposition up. That'll tie it. Give us Gideon will tie break for us. So we will take it back for 3. Alright, not a bad turn. Now, Magna Guards really don't want to go because they are now strained. No one's going to get rid of it before cracking goes either. I think they might want to go. We'd have to take the strain damage, but if he moves over here, he could push Gideon back, and like no one's gonna be able to move Gideon or Thrawn, so if you move Gideon back, then he's not tie breaking that point anymore. We move Thrawn, off, then that's not timed anymore as well. But we would eat this drain, which is not great, but I think we're going to do it. So take 3 damage because I want to move him. There. This one will just move there. Now, I think this guy has to attack Gideon first. So, 6 dice. 2, 5. Ooh, 3 expertise. 2 crits. Yeah. Hits are getting blocked. So the 2 crits getting through for 2 shoves and 3 damage. So definitely get him off the point. We just also want to get him out of the way of Thrawn. But we can definitely do it with 2 shoves. Maiden Guard's going to stay there in order to also stay out of the way of Thrawn. Here. So, other one's going to attack. Thrawn has 5 as well, so basically same attack. Three expertise on his side is a crit to fail and a block. 2 blocks, crit to fail. That's giving a crit, so basically 6 minus 3 to give us 3. Again, 2 shoves. We'll do the disarm. 5 damage and disarm. And shove. That. And he will follow up. Take body block again. Another shove. And one more step would have got the heal, which would have been nice, but oh well. Yeah, that's what we want there. And we flip it again. And it is the fight for the center point. Which, if the Empire team can just keep flipping it back, they will win the struggle eventually. But it's gonna get harder and harder as we go. Death Trooper. So yeah, give him a reposition. And move him there. And this one. I do want to keep him on the point. Nobody's stealing it from the ground like I was going to try to do with Death Trooper. Alright, there we go. And so he will pay to do his dash and focus. Tactical advance. And so he We'll roll 9 dice. 9 guard. We're exposed and need 3 damage, so should be able to do this. Yeah, 1 block, and we're hitting. So 5, even without the expertise. So yeah, we can take the top track. Or the bottom, really. Do I want to do disarm and pin or strain and expose? Let's do. No, we'll do disarm and pin. And then we'll get 2 shoves. I don't know if we can actually do much with them. But maybe. Anyway. One. He follows up. Another one. Follow-up doesn't really matter because he's going to do a reposition to get up. Yeah, so that will be a wound. So we'll add momentum. And we have an action left, but Talzin is going to be able to dash. And it looks like we are in range to do a attack on him, so that's good. 5 dice. Now he can use discipline. He's got, but that would require a force. He's got protection, crit, and expertise, but that gives us another crit, so that'll be 2 crits. 2 blocks, which isn't going to do anything. So, I'm going to do 4 damage, shove, and expose, or 3 and 2 shoves. One will move him off, which at least makes him have to use his move. We will take the follow-up. Savage is going to get a dash first from the tactic, so that's fine. Just put 1,000 in the center, close to the center. So that was 4 down to 3 and expose. And then, yeah, he needs to come back up in order to flip that. But we'll mark it first. So that will be 3 points. And yeah, back to Dooku Talzin. B2s. getting our back points, but we really need to be getting that center objective. But again, just going back and forth 3 and 3 is going to be a win on struggle 1 for the Empire, but it's kind of the never tell me the odds problem again, where with the X shape, it's really just like the back points aren't quite close enough. Like when these points are active, easier to actually fight over them. But when it's just the farther away points, you're really stuck fighting over the center. So we're gonna do our relentless advance, and yeah, you can dash to get up here. Let's see. We should what bit are they? That's an issue. If it gets we can make room. The other one would have to position. That's the thing. There. So yeah, we better make sure he's in range. Which is we'll dash him over here, and then we're gonna do saturation fire on his ranged attack. So that'll be 8 to 5 again, and try to get the shove angle for him to pushed off before it's exposed. Just one dropping off there. So yeah, just the 2 damage getting through, which is down to 1 because of protection. So not great there. And the melee attack is going to be 5 dice. So not looking great here. 1 expertise, yeah, 1 damage down to 0, getting through. Not exposed anymore. Okay, so that was not what we wanted there, because now it's tied. We're only taking 2. So struggle 1 is definitely going to Empire here. And especially with this, so secondary or support, each character getting a dash. Tie that point up. Let's give brother the dash. So he's in a better position for stroke 2 flips. There's Fifth Brother. And reserve him for 3. See what we need. Oh yeah, they got a momentum for not crossing 0. We're not getting a wound probably this turn. I wonder if you could take that. Yeah, you know what? You can take that back point for 4, which would have to struggle here. Yeah. So we will do jump, take the Ingress point, and do advance. But we will stay on the closer side of that, so that we can dash this Ingress point and yeah, be moved around to where else we need to go. So that'll get him a hunker. So I have action left. And flip that. And that'll be 4. So that'll be struggle 1 for the Empire. Now, struggle 2. So how does this work? During the second and third struggles, after moving the struggle token at the end of each turn, if the active player controls 3 or more active objectives, neither player has won the struggle. The opposing player may spend a force or a momentum. If they do, they randomly reveal one of the set aside struggle cards that has the same phase as the active struggle card. Choose one of its maps. The newly chosen card is now active. Flip the corresponding objective tokens to the appropriate sides. Do not reset the struggle tracker or remove control tokens from objectives that are still active. Okay, and then yeah, set aside the non-active cards. So it'll be Dooku Talzin picking the layout. Whoops. And so it's either that, and that. Center is going to be active, of course. That's at least tied, so not terrible. Okay, on the Shatterpoint, it's used to remove control tokens. I think we're going with this because well, Kraken's going to go and he's close to that. Yeah, Fifth Brother's already got that one. No one's near that one, but Stormtrooper Sergeant could go get it. So, just hopefully we can beat Fifth Brother to that point, which Talzin could probably send Savage over there. If you can get him to dash around the corner. That's possible. Maybe not, though. I don't know. Okay. But we're going with that. We'll see who's next. It is Savage himself. What do we want? Because that's, yeah, that's tied. That's theirs. These both have no one on them. Really be better to have Kraken go. The B2s are not where we want them to be. Unless Talzin were to go. It's a 2 chance. Again, be reserving. Talzin could go take a shot at someone way to tie break that. I don't know if Savage can dash within range to get a second dash. Don't want to end up with no points. That would be bad. Give a jump or anything? No. But 1 point is also not a good start. I think we're going to have to reserve him. Let's see who's next. It is Mother Talzin. Okay. We... Start sending them that way anyway, I guess. Talzin should be able to dash to that point. Or advance. So who do we want to attack on the way? We don't really want to have them refresh on us. So not yet. So I could, well, if I shoot Death Trooper, shove him off and pin, get 3 steps, then he won't pop back up. Death Troopers might be able to double shove off as well. They have good defense is the thing. No one's hunkered or anything. She's gonna be rolling 7 dice some way or another. Alright, he lost his hunker because Savage is engaged. Depends. Do 5 damage. But they're also gonna go soon. Let's do 6 damage. Yeah, let's shoot a Death Trooper. See what happens. 4 hits and 1 expertise, which is crit hit. He's getting 3 blocks, so that's going to be 2. No, that would be 3 going through. So yes. So yeah, we'll do 6 damage, a shove, and expose. 6 down to 5, expose, that'll be a wound. Shove. And I can use life drain. Can I heal? You could heal. Dooku. And there we go. And then move over, whoops, this way. And pop up. Get us that. And Empire has that. No one scores that. So 2. So they can't flip the struggle on us. Pass it back. Stormtrooper Sergeant. So we are kind of, I think, body blocking this, but let's. Could have done a better job of that, but so what's he going for? Might not be able to make it up there either. Death Trooper there. Yeah, I think we try to move Fifth Brother up to tie break this point. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Yep. He's got a little wiggle room there. I think. Gotta just. Okay. Yeah, that's just his lightsaber sticking over. So yeah, Fifth Brother goes there. So he's gonna take that point. Stormtrooper Sergeant. I will take a damage for that though. We will. We're gonna be enough. Death Trooper's kind of body blocking now too. But it might be enough. Up there. We're not wounding anybody, is the thing. Or we could get an extra die from Death Trooper. Maybe range 5 from him. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so you're gonna have to move. And up he goes. Close enough. I could do. Does it have to be ranged? No. So do a melee attack. +1 from Death Trooper. And it's going to be into the B2s, I think. Because I really don't think he's getting anything through on Dooku from a ranged or a melee attack. And then Dooku could probably just attack him back. So 3 blocks, so 2 crits get through. We get shove, so 2 damage down to 1. And a shove. Does that work? I think it might. Little ledge in that building and yeah, I don't think that's gonna work actually. What about the other way? Is that gonna get him at least out of range? Just go to the edge. Yep, there we go. Gets him off the point. Cool. And I get a heal. Could be Dark Trooper. Yeah. Off the Dark Troopers. Not a bad turn for Sergeant there. So, because yeah, then that flips that and that. So we're sitting with 3. And Dooku Talzin is sitting with 0, so that's not great for them. Even though they picked the layout, I feel like yeah, I feel like they might want to shuffle it. Kraken get that. Savage can't get into melee to take that. Yeah, just that center point is just very annoying. So let's use the momentum. So we want to hang on to this force point here. And okay, so these 2 are going to be active for sure. So that one doesn't change control. It could be, it's not going to be the center. So it could be stay how it is, but Kraken. Oh yeah, if we pick this one, then yeah, Dark Troopers don't have that. Kraken could at least go over here, and Savage just sits there and gets that one. So I think we're gonna go with that. And we'll go with Kraken. Tell B2s to dash. Yeah, I think we send them this way. Thing is he not going to make it if he doesn't dash? But yeah, I think the tactical network will, yeah, dash him over there. Dash him. Go to the ground and then ingress. I think so. There we go. And it's a little far. So yeah, I guess we're sitting over here. Okay, and then move. We want to shoot at. We could shoot the Dark Trooper. I think we could, yeah, see him from there. So take a shot at Dark Trooper with 7 dice. Expertise. So that's four blocks crit to hit. 3 will be basically 3 results. So 6 minus 4. It's getting us 2. So we could get. Well, they're immune to pin. So 3 damage down to 2. 5. And 2 shoves. That will pay 1 for tactical network. And him this way, which is hopefully within range, and it is not. Oops. Okay. But do a 5 days attack on the Dark Troopers as well. And hopefully get a shove or something that he can use to get closer. Straight 3 blocks, crit, and expertise. So 1 damage and a shove getting through. So we're going to get the angles working for us. We're going to shove him as far this way as possible. And then yeah, and then he can do a follow-up. That way. There we go. Now we're on the point. There we go. So that's still theirs. There. So that'll be 2 points for Mother Talzin. And back to the Empire. Empire's getting Shatterpoint. So what is this? Oh, supporting units reposition. So yeah, so that is easy choice for me. Reposition to there. We're just gonna be edge of contesting. He's gonna reposition there. And the other ones who are weak. So throw him over there. It's at least 2 to 1. Sergeant the dash this way. Yeah. And well, he could just take cover. That would work. Yeah, he's out. Yeah, just to take cover into him. range, that'll put that. That. 4, 3. And at this point, none of the layouts are looking great for Mother Talzin here. Yeah, I know what. Let's do it. So, shuffle. And it is that one. Oop, don't drop it off the board here. So, choose this layout. It does stay. Yeah, get that. Oops. Stays as theirs, but Savage could one-shot him. Then we'll get 3 points. Should be nice. Otherwise it's tie, which I can't do anything about. Well, no, it's theirs. Yeah, we would just get 1 point. So, you gotta go for this play, I think. He's gonna get 2 extra dice for attacking a primary. So I'll be throwing 9. We might as well focus for 10. And he's got 5 melee. 2 blocks. And we're getting Swash is getting crit hit damage. So that's 8 results. Minus 2. So that will be a full tree. We can do 9 damage. We need to do 7. Yeah, top track would be 6. Unless we rely on Dark Rage to get the last one, but I don't think that's... Or Dark Fury, I don't think that is a good idea. So we're just going to do the damage. And get the wound. So that'll give some momentum. And so Thrawn can refresh the deck. They're gonna get a battle tactic and have Dark Troopers go. So you know what? Maybe we will. Because I think at the end of this turn we might change the layout, so then starting with a fresh deck will be nice. Yeah, okay. So, refreshed. Continue Savage's turn. We get that. And that. 4, 3. They refresh their deck, and we're going to spend our momentum to change the card. This one this time, okay. So, yeah, I could end up moving a wound token, so that's nice. Fifth Brother has that. Thrawn has that. No one, and then B2s. Well, center's not going to be active. These points aren't going to be active. B2s. Do we have that? So, yeah, B2s would have that. Right. Yeah, Talzin has that. No one there. I think we gotta go with that, that, and that, because then we automatically get 2, and maybe we can get that 3rd one. So yeah, we'll do a move. And jump up. Let's see. Up. Jumps up here, shove him off. He's within 2, so we're not gonna flip this one, but at least tie it. So we can get Sergeant over there. Yeah, let's start with the B2 shot. Will it be melee? So we got 1 extra from Gideon. 7. And there's throwing 3 in melee. Oh, I think I've been missing some coordinated fires with the Dark Troopers, because they were, yeah, one was right on the middle. He could have been giving out streams. Anyway, okay. They are getting 2 blocks, and so I blocked the 2 from the expertise, getting 2. So we can do shove and pin. 2 damage down to 1. Pin. Shove in that way. And maybe I'll bump into this wall over here. Whoops. Literally, there we go. And so that'll be tied, not taking that one. I think we could throw a shot into Savage just because he doesn't have great defenses either. And then we could potentially just get the jump off our tree, not have to spend for it. Even though he's probably not going to take much damage or anything from it. But otherwise we're shooting at like Dooku or Talzin, which doesn't seem great. So he's only throwing 4 dice. We'll get 1 less because it's ranged. So no Gideon extra die there. 3. So 2 blocks again. 3 will be basically 2 results. 5. So back to 3, and yeah, we get our jump. So we'll do 4 damage down to 3 and pin, and we'll get the jump. And that will take us yeah, not close enough for the ingress point. There. So we could leave him on the ground, but out of range. You know what? If I put him up, then I could do a take cover. No, because we're out of actions. So I think we'll need to take the jump anyway. Spend one just to actually be on the point. And we'll somewhat body block that. He's not really going to jump anywhere. Okay, so that will be one, two, and three. And so again, does Dooku Talzin flip it? Because the layouts were those 2 points again, and then that and that. Savage does have that point. That's empty. Or this, so those two would be empty. Be 1 and 1. Or 2 and 1. So yeah, it would be either that, center, those, or that, those two, center, that. And so either way, we'd be getting 2. We could have a layout with 2 points. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to do it. I mean, we're just continuously getting rid of our momentum here, but okay, it's that one. So I think we have to pick, yeah, we don't want to give them that, so it's going to be this, center, which is going to be Dooku's, and that stays ours, luckily. It's the remove control the Shatterpoint, that way. That one we're just so hard to get. Good thing we're at the proper elevation instead of just on the ground. Oh well. So yeah, we're gonna get those two no matter what happens. And we get Dooku. Don't think that's what I want, because he's already in a good spot. Talzin would be good to get a 3rd point. Yeah, I think there's better options. Even though it costs 2, they can afford it. Shatterpoint. So, yeah, I could choose to turn off control on that objective since it's tied. Or no, that's ours. Well, the Empire's gonna turn that off, so that's not great, but we're stuck with Shatterpoint, so alright. It's worse. Who are we gonna go with? I think we're gonna go with Kraken. Give the dash to B2s. He removes the pin. He's gonna dash over here. So that hopefully Kraken can climb into contesting range. Not quite. So he's gonna have to take cover, but that's okay. Well, Hugger's gonna go away. And then bother with tactical network. I mean, if they get, well, they'd need 3 damage to wound them. Be nice though. Yeah, I think we pay 1 for tactical network. And so this B2 on the ground. Shoot the Dark Trooper. They're gonna spend 1 for saturation fire, so it's gonna be 7 dice. And 5. Oops. Could hit together. You get 2 damage and 2 successes, so that's 5 damage and a shove. So that will get the wound. It's 5 damage down to 4. The shove. Just to the edge. Whoops. Yeah, he was down there, so. Okay. So I'll get a wound. But, and so we will be scoring 3 off this. Not a bad position. Now, yeah, I think the thing is that the Empire side has so much less force to be flipping things back and forth like this, but anyway, yeah, I don't think it's worth flipping it. Let's see who we get. We do get Thrawn, so I think we would throw him into reserve for free. And you know what? I could give him a reposition. And he's not bad. Yeah, I don't think the reposition takes him that far. Would be nice though if he could just cover that back point. Yeah, I don't think he makes it there. But we could tie this. Right? Yeah. Yeah, he's not quite gonna make it there. But spend a force to reposition. You can pop up here. But we will want to leave room for hopefully Death Trooper to come up here. Okay. I think there's more. Either remove a damage or a condition. So we'll get rid of the condition. Disarm. Let's see what's next. And it is Moff Gideon. So that is very good. Dash isn't going to be enough for him. I wonder if the dash isn't enough for Fifth Brother, but I wonder if he could dash over here, take that point. Gideon could dash to take his place, and then, well, no, he could. Because it's just a move, not a reposition. So, but he could maybe dash and move this way. That way I don't have to spend 2 to move fifth brother. So he's definitely gonna wake up. And I think we will do it. So dash him to take that. Dash him. Now we're gonna want to be out of engagement with Savage. Full advance. Yep, that'll get us there for sure. And then take a shot at. Maybe get some more damage into a Savage. But that could give him a jump, which would mess up our movement. Also, throw a shot in Dooku. He is in his less defensive range side of things. So yeah, I think we'll throw the shot into Dooku. And this is our better shooting side. So 7. Oops. 5. And so 2 expertise, be a block and a crit to fail, but we have no, let's see, do we have any crits? We do have a crit. So that is going to be a perfect block, except we are getting a pin through. That's more what you would expect from a Gideon shot into Dooku, but he doesn't get anything out of that because it's a melee attack, or it's not a melee attack. So, alright, just move Gideon over here. And so we will take that, and that's tied, that's 2 to 0. So we'll just take the 2 off that. All right. Now do we want Dooku to go and maybe go for a wound on Thrawn? I mean, that doesn't really help us much. It only gets us 2 points. So, yeah, I really need to wake up the Magna Guard. Have, yeah, Talzin or Savage. Talzin, Savage, or Magna Guards are what are gonna help affect those points. So, let's see who's next. And it's Magna Guards. So, they'll wake up and I'll have to get rid of their pin. Yeah, he's not going to make it over there. So he could go. Is he? Not quite. Okay, so he could go over here. They can outbody fifth brother. Brother hasn't gone yet in this deck. But Gideon have to shove him off in order to get that point. So we will pop over here. And the other one, I think he's just going to climb up the ladder. And then he can hit Thrawn. So I'll start with the attack on Fifth Brother. Are disarmed. But I'm outbodying. Anyway, doesn't really matter. I don't think we're going to wound even if we're not disarmed. Whereas we might actually wound Thrawn. So we'll do the disarm shot. Or hit into Fifth Brother there. 6 melee. Ooh, that's a good roll. So 3 crits and 2 expertise is 5 crits. And he has no crit mitigation. So what does that get us? We could do 6 damage. 3 shoves and disarm. It'd be down to 5. No, it'd still be 6 because I'd probably push him off. Don't really need the reposition. I mean, we could heal. Oh, right. We're disarmed, but still 3. Okay, so 3's gonna get through. So 5 damage. So we're gonna get a shove through. Should get him off the point. Yes. I'll get rid of our disarm. Disarm him. And he'll take 5 because he is not contesting anymore. Okay, and then this one's gonna hit Thrawn. Oops. Who is rolling 5. So 2 crits a hit, and another 2 crits, so 4 crits. One's going to go to a fail. So that's going to be 3 successes through. So that'll be 5 damage, 2 shoves, and disarm for a wound on Thrawn. 2 shoves. And off here. And I think he's just going to sit there. So they're going to body up that point. That's momentum for the wound. And now Thrawn has to decide, because they're going to be scoring 3 here. Gotta decide if I want to refresh or not. I mean, it helped Dark Troopers go. But is Thrawn in a position to go and take this point back? Not really. Thrawn's not going to take anything back. Dark Troopers just went and are wounded. I think. I know we haven't had the Shatterpoint or battle tactics yet, but half our squad is wounded. I mean, he's in reserve. I mean, you could Shatterpoint them awake. So the other question is, am I going to keep this the same? Layout or have it changed? I think changing it means the center isn't active anymore, so probably. So do I want a fresh deck for that again? You know what, let's do it. See if it pays off or not. We're gonna refresh. Okay, and then so they're gonna score 3. Starting to pull it back their way. And then we're gonna spend a force, see if we get a better layout. Okay, it's that one again. So now they would get those two. We're sitting on none. Where go the far ones? Oof. I think that's a 0. I think that's 0 objectives either way. But Fifth Brother could take that one pretty easy. It's really no one anywhere close to these ones. So I think we're going to go for these ones again. I mean, we could turn that one off, though. Yeah, let's make it like this so that we turn that one off. Everybody's starting with 0. And then, I mean, they're 2 to 1 here, but we have a better shot at either tying it or taking it. So we'll go with that one. All right. Battle tactic. Okay, so we can get a push or sport or secondary, getting a dash. That's if we put him over here, then he is going to take that. Let's put him over here. So he's going to get us that point. Let's see who's next. It's Dark Troopers. Nice. So he could go get that one. And he could at least tie this one. Probably shove the B2 off. Yeah, start with a shove. This go over here and then you could shove them this way. Yeah, okay. So we'll move. Wake him up. Move. He's not gonna get the shot off, but they're range 5. You could do a shot. You could shoot Dooku. Maybe we'll have cover 1, but that's fine. put them down here. And we'll start with that shot on Dooku. So it'll be 6 dice into also 6. Because of the cover from Mega Guard. Expertise is a block and 2 crit to fails. So 3 blocks, which will deal with the 3 hits. 2. So those are 2 hits, luckily, rather than the crit and a hit. So those 2 will actually get through unless Dooku pays to get rid of them, but I don't think we want to use our force that way. So 3 damage and pin, which will be 4 damage, because it's already pinned. And then the other one, it's melee attacks, so we'll get 1 more from Gideon. And B2s have 3 in melee. So straight 3 blocks. Melee, that'll be crits, so 3 crits getting through for 4 damage pin and shove. 4 down to 3. Better shove. Okay, and that will get us 3 points. And then no one has the other one, but it's closer to the Empire. It's on the Empire side, so that's looking pretty good. So 3. Good. Turn for the Dark Troopers. Now, again, Dooku's side could spend a momentum to change it again. This one's pretty easy to take. With Dark Trooper, not. It's only 1 over there, but. And Dooku could pull a Magna Guard with him to take that one. But then we're not taking that one. Yeah, because if we flip it back and it's the endpoints or one end in the center, then we're gonna be starting with 2. So yeah, I think we're getting rid of the momentum again and changing it. So it's gonna be the 2 sides. And either these 2 or these 2. Well, if I pick this side, then we're sitting with 3 already. Gideon has that one. So, yeah, I think we're going with that. And Dooku could pull the Magna Guard over there to double body that one, I think. Cost 1 for protection protocols. Yeah. Okay, so This might finally get the struggle for them. Oh, he is pinned. Dang. Let's see if he actually can move far enough then. So, get rid of the pin. Magna gets a dash. We only need one step to get his reposition. So if we do a move over here, then towards will still work. We just don't want to body block ourselves from getting Dooku in here. So let's see. Oops. So yeah, we could go over here. So we're not cutting through the building. And then Dooku could sit behind. Or, well, the 3 position gets him forward in there. Okay. Alright. So, okay, that's off now. So then Dooku is going to throw an attack into Gideon, because he doesn't have great defenses anyway. So 6. And it's going to be 6. Yeah. Three blocks and a expertise for 4 blocks. 2 is going to get through. So that'll be 3 damage and the reposition. Do we want to? Which side do we want to be on? Oh yeah, I don't think his base actually fits on that side, so we will put him there. Okay, so that will be 4 points for Dooku Talzin, which is much better for them to try and actually finish this struggle. So I think at this point, Empire probably lets them have it, because now if we get 3, each side gets some momentum, they can just flip it back again, and yeah. So I think now the focus for Empire is just to get everyone woken up. Battle tactic. Advance and a strain. So we could give that to a wounded unit, get them in better position. Or give it to someone like Fifth Brother, but he doesn't really like strain very much. We're gonna give Thrawn, make it, maybe throw Thrawn back here. And then he can be covering these 2 points in case they flip up. And he'll take the strain, which he has already disarmed, but he can get rid of it at least when he wakes up. Death Trooper. Death Trooper. So you can tell. Give a dash or reposition. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll put Dark Troopers in the middle of these 2 points. And this Dark Trooper in the middle of these 2 points. And then Thrawn's on that. So he is... Who do I want to shoot at? Could maybe finish off the B2s. So... yeah, do we move closer? Move them and go back up here. Let's move, oops, over here, just within range 5. Stay contesting that. We'll take a shot at Dooku, see what happens. It's going to be 7 dice, so that's still not bad. Oops. 2, 6. Crit and 2 hits, so 5. Looking at 5, a block, 2 blocks, and a crit to fail. So 3 down. So we are getting 2. So yeah, we'll do the 3 damage and strain. Put him in a bad spot there. Okay. And that's going to be Death Trooper. We are going to be getting 0 points, but we'll get a momentum and give it back. So they're going to get 4 points. So if I could get a wound, then that would finish the struggle. So yeah, let's take the shots first. Okay. Oh, 4 expertise. 2 blocks, crit to fail. So that gets rid of that. So 2 damage is going to get through. And I think from the expertise it gets around protection. Okay, so just the 2, same shot. Two expertise, 2 blocks, and a crit that hits. So 2 getting through plus a damage. So that'll be 4 down to 3 this time, and a shove. So 3 takes 5. So yeah, now they're in more woundable territory. And then one will try to move to get rid of the pin, and the other one's gonna climb over here. He's up in elevation and cover that point at least. Okay, so that'll be the B2s. Get 4. Back to Empire. So yeah, everyone but Thrawn is awake, so that's good for Empire. Fifth brother. What does fifth brother want to do? Engage with Savage, so not gonna be able to climb. Only cost 1 to jump though. So I could recover. Cover, attack, and then jump up to cover this point. And B, higher elevation to go any way we want to go. That's what we'll do. So 4. And 7. It'll be 8 because he's on a active objective in melee and the Empire doesn't control it. So 1 expertise. So 3 blocks is gonna take care of the 3 hits. Expertise is gonna be crit and a damage. His is gonna be another block. So let's throw 2 damage down to 1 and an expose. And then we'll pay 1 for the jump. Kind of want to be able to go any way we want. Let's kind of body block. Body block, and then we can go kind of any direction. Okay, so again, that's 0, add momentum, pass it back. Talzin. What does Talzin want to do? We could wound fifth brother, so then he's not able to be moved around by all the other stuff going on. Yeah, we give Savage 2 dashes technically. So maybe Vanguard's there. We could do the swap, so Savage pops up here. And then Talzin can go wherever she wants to go. She's going to attack fifth brother. 7 dice. And then I can maybe shove him out of the way to climb up. 5. 3 blocks. Block the 3 hits. Crit and another 2, so 3 successes. So we can do. He's not an active objective, so we can shove him. He doesn't have protection and steadfast, so yeah, let's go. Let's give him a pin and an expose. 5 damage, which is more than enough. Expose and pin, right. Yep. Alright, and we'll give him a shove. And then she'll climb up. And gain momentum. That. Okay. So that. And now let's see what struggle 3 is.